Last I saw an action hero starring Ayushmann Khurrana and Jaideep Ahlawat in cinemas. Starting from the very first level, that is, the story. It is a genuinely wonderful premise. The writer and director, Neeraj Yadav and Anirudh Iyer, have created an interesting dilemma for a movie star in a world quite close to our reality. The throes of being a public figure in a passionate country like ours are explored well from both sides of the coin, adoration and anger. The movie is fully aware of the times we are in and incorporates stuff like fickle media, which shows verdicts rather than reports, extreme luxury and presence of yes men in the life of our stars, foreign, especially London, being the perfect escape destination for laying low, Bollywood's trolling and fall from grace in the last couple of years, etc. Although one small point where the movie missed the awareness track is when Manav is being ripped apart by the media for an alleged crime. Not once was the question of his UK citizenship raised. As we see with a popular Indian star, whenever he faces trolling, a constant point is his non-Indian citizenship. Similar trolling or questioning could have been mentioned in the movie for Manav not being an Indian citizen. Some people are saying that casting Ayushmann wasn't the best choice as he is too deeply associated with his niche, kuch hatke or social message genre. But the film proves it wrong. He has played all the aspects of the part well. The whimsical narcissistic superstar who needs reasons to get angry for a shot, picks up a baby in public for people to gush over him, does planks and exercise even in confinement because looks matter to him and to the people and producers putting his paychecks. On the other hand, he also plays the disturbed and nervous man whose worlds are crumbling, as the writer has made him say perfectly, उसने आके मेरी दोनों जिंदगियों के बीच का धागा खोल दिया, referring to Jaideep Ahlawat's character. Coming to this part of the film, yes, the dialogue summarizes it perfectly, that an action star on screen now has to do action in real for not some damsel in distress, but for his own survival. He's ready to call anyone, offer money to everyone, just to save his image and come out of this turbulence, save his life and his career. Both the actors have performed their action well, with their moves as well as the intensity in their eyes. Noteworthy is that at one point the character of Manav's manager, played by Harsh Chaya, says to him, "You're not a real action star. You just pretend to be one on screen." To which Manav replies something of the gist that now he has no choice but to be one and fight in real life, as he does for the rest of the film. This is where it got a little filmy, and the manager's remark was what the audience too felt at that particular point. I feel the writer and director should have mentioned or shown at least one scene of him learning or rehearsing or training in parkour, martial arts, or any other fighting skill in the first half. This way, his sudden transformation to doing wonderful, sharp, and impactful action and stunts in real life in the second half wouldn't have made the audience agree with the manager. Since we never saw him actually train or fight with a trainer and sweat it out as a routine of an action star must be, his real life fights seem a little overboard, especially considering that he was fighting policemen, trained fighters, and gangs, not merely film set extras whose job is to get hit and fall down in front of him. But then again, I would accept that this small point troubled me only and only because of the fine balance of realism and filminess that we have come to expect of Ayushmann films. Had the lead actor been different, quite possibly this point might not have been bothersome at all. Personally, I feel this film too, in its own way, is a Hatke Ayushmann film. Kudos to the makers for the brilliant funny moments in the film, like the ones with the policeman in Mandoti headed by Jitendra Hooda, the local reporter, the purpose of DOP in society, and my absolute favourite, Jaideep's reaction on watching Ayushmann dance before the climax. Jaideep's reaction embodies cringe. The makers have made, with their script as well as with their marketing, this film a genuine two-hero film. Ayushmann and Jaideep have almost equal screen time and their winning moments as artists. Jaideep's answer to Ayushmann's question when they are sitting and talking after a certain character's death is quite deep. Each time he is on screen, the word that comes to mind is solid. His presence, his towering persona, his craft, his voice, his arc, his clothes, his looks, his dialogues. Everything about Jaideep Ahlawat and his character looks and feels solid. The music of the film wonderfully conveys the cat and mouse chase going on through the film. Credit goes to amazing artists Parag Chhabda, Tanishq Bagchi, Sunny MR, Amar Jalal, and Biddu Apaiya. Both the item songs are nice too and pleasing. Malaika and Nora are great dancers, but kudos to Ayushmann for such massive improvement in his dance skills. The compromises that celebrities, media, and governments have to make to the people and to themselves to cover up and simplify complicated stuff, or rather complicate the simple stuff, are subtly yet clearly showcased in the last 10 to 15 minutes of the film. This film deserved much more applause, acclaim, and box office.